Hello, welcome to another Gospel Project recap video. This week our story comes from John chapter 10, and it is the story of, we call it the Good Shepherd. This is one of 7 I am statements found in the Gospel of John, where Jesus just makes a claim of like, I am this, and in this particular one it is, I am the Good Shepherd. And in this, really, actually, it's a very large chunk of scripture. It's almost all of John 10. In this large chunk of scripture, Jesus is trying to get across 2 things. With each of the I am statements, Jesus is tying the thing he's saying back to, like, this is a characteristic of God. So by saying, I am the Good Shepherd, he's saying, like, God is a good shepherd. And this is an Old Testament idea that Yahweh God was often tied back to this idea of shepherding and being a good shepherd. A primary example, that would be Psalm 23, where David talks about the Lord being his shepherd. So in this I am statement, Jesus is teaching the people he's talking to, his disciples, a characteristic of God. The other thing Jesus is doing, which was the thing that got Jesus in a lot of trouble, was he was claiming divinity. He was claiming to be God. He was claiming that he is the Son of God. Because that I am, he was using the same word that back in the Old Testament, in Exodus, when God is speaking to Moses through the burning bush and is saying, hey, go and free my people, go and do these things. And Moses is like, well, when they ask me who sent me, who do I tell them you are? God's response is, I am. It's the word that we translate Yahweh from the Old Testament. Jesus is using that exact same word here, saying, I am. So he's saying, like, God is the good shepherd. I am the good shepherd because I am God. And so this is one of those really good stories to go to when people say, well, Jesus never really claimed to be God. No, like, at the very least in the Gospel of John, you have 7 very clear moments where he's like, I am the good shepherd. But the bigger impact for me and you probably is just this is a reminder that God is a good shepherd. A good shepherd loves and cares for the sheep, because the sheep are not the smartest. The sheep are not the biggest and the toughest. They need a lot of care. They need a lot of somebody else to come along and protect them from danger and guide them to safety and guide them to food and guide them to shelter. And so when God says, I am the good shepherd, he's saying, I am that to you. You are the sheep. I am the shepherd. I love you. I'm going to take care of you. And so this is a reminder to the disciples, and it's a reminder to us that the Lord is our shepherd. The Lord is our good shepherd who loves us and cares for us. And it's through that love and that care that our life is going to flourish, that our life is going to have meaning, that our life can have peace. So that was what we were going to study this week through the Gospel Project curriculum with your kids. The big idea was just Jesus is the good shepherd. And with your students, we're going to say that the love and care of Jesus is what is going to lead to having a fulfilled life. My encouragement to you this week would just be to talk about in your family instances where you have seen God be the good shepherd in your life, whether it's when he provided when you needed the money, when he provided when you needed the job, or when he healed when you needed some healing, or whatever it was that is a moment that demonstrates God being the good shepherd in your life. Share that with your kids. Your kids need to hear those stories from your life, and invite them to try and think about and share instances of that in their own lives. But that's it for this week. I hope you're doing well, and until I see you again in person or in the next video, God bless.